Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a long time since I made a video. There have been some life changes around here that have taken me away from that as a priority. But I'm trying to get back into it, start making videos again. And I wanted to start with this one because this one is going to change your life in your shop. I want to talk about two things that I bought for my sanding operations that have really changed everything for me. It changed my health, changed the cleanliness of my shop. Believe it or not, looking around, I do care about the cleanliness of my shop. But I'm going to show you how I've cut dust down so immensely in my shop. First of all is this plug-in adapter that I got from Amazon. I think this was like $25, super cheap. It's got two plugs here that you plug in your appliances to, and it's got one plug here that you plug in a dust collector or a shop vac to. I have some small, shop vacuums that I had purchased from Harbor Freight as a test for this. I think they're the little 3 or 6 gallon versions. They run off of this just fine. They run along with this big sander that I use. I haven't reviewed this one yet, but I'm going to. You guys need to see it. But basically, when you turn on the sander, there's a relay inside that turns on the vacuum cleaner. And the vacuum cleaner will then collect all the dust from your sanding operations, so long as you have the second item I'm reviewing here, which is this hose adapter. And off the top of my head, I didn't prepare for this video very well. I don't know what the name of this is, but I'm going to put it in the description along with where I bought it. I bought it on Amazon. I bought the 30-foot lengths because I did something really fancy here with running these up above my head. The fancy thing being I just tossed them right over the rafters, and now they hang. The other side is connected to my shop vac. So I want to show you how this works. If you haven't used this sander, I'm going to review this sander. This is a DeWalt orbital sander. It is not a random orbital sander. It is just a regular orbital sander, which means it takes a little getting used to and a bit of finesse. But once you do, oh boy, this sander is amazing. Once you get the hang of it, that is. So I'm going to show you just how little sand. Okay, I've got coarse grit sandpaper on here. Basically, I'm going to knock down the trim on this toy box that I'm making. And I want to show you just how quick it goes and how little dust there is. All right. So you can tell once I kicked off the sander, I turned off the sander, the vacuum runs for a few seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, something like that, to get, I guess, any that's left in the hose. But this is now super smooth. All of my seams are flush and ready for me to fill these. I'm going to go ahead and fill them, and I'll do a final sand at 220. All right, so I've gone ahead and filled these. As you can see, I have another sander here. I have another DeWalt sander. This one is a corded version. For those of you who are doing any kind of production at all, I do recommend going with the corded versions, even though the cord gets in the way a little bit sometimes. They're so much more powerful and faster. So I'm just going to, on this second hose, I have a second vacuum hooked up to it, and I'm just going to sand this one. All right, now I want to mention that this hose here comes with a number of adapters. These adapters will fit, and so far have fit, every single small tool I have in this shop, including my Craig jig here. I could put that on there. Any one of my sanders. This orbital sander here has a very small 1-inch connection on it. My DeWalt cordless sanders, obviously we can slip those on here as well, just like that. Basically, any tool you've got that has a dust collector port on it, there's an adapter here that fits, and the adapters are rubber and will flex enough. They're soft enough rubber that they will actually flex probably up to 1/8 of an inch in diameter. Just in case you have something that's a little bit bigger than the standard opening here. But yeah, it comes with a number of these. They're not terribly cheap hoses. This is a 30-foot hose. I think I spent like $50 for it. But it's a life changer. And on the end of this hose, you've got this little blue ring. This is basically a quick connect. You slide it onto the adapter that you're using, which I basically have these adapters permanently mounted to all of my tools, and then I just switch out this disconnect. The one thing I want to mention from the Amazon reviews, this hose does not come with instructions. So a lot of people will take this hose out, they'll see this blue piece here, they'll think it's a clip, and they will remove the clip and attempt to try and put it around the female end of the adapter that goes onto the tool. And that is not what this blue clip is for. This blue clip is the quick release for the opposite end of the adapter, which goes right in there. And if you read the reviews on Amazon, you'll see that a lot of people have made this mistake and end up breaking this little blue clip, which to the best of my knowledge, I have not been able to find that this company that supplies these hoses gives you replacement clips. So you have to be kind of careful with those. Other than that, here is the front of my toy box. That took, it's perfectly flat. Everything's nice and smooth. It took me probably less than 2.5 minutes to sand the front of this trim. At least this front part is ready for stain. So very, very quick, very efficient, and really sped up my workflow. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I can continue making videos here. I'm very busy these days, but it is what it is. We'll see you next time.